Unemployment claims have skyrocketed. We got that news today. Also, the details of the stimulus that was passed by the Senate, expected to pass the House and be signed by the time the week is up. We've got all those details. Thanks for being here. This is today's Next Wise Step, COVID-19 and Your Money. My name is Mike Bernard. I am the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners here at Korhorn Financial Group. So listen, jobless claims, unemployment claims surged to a record. Nearly 3.3 million people this week filed for unemployment. People expect it to get even worse. However, Wall Street is green again today. Maybe my claim that we weren't going, that the bottom wasn't a couple days ago, maybe that's wrong. Maybe hopefully we are into straight up and to the right. I hope so. We'll see. Before I get into the details of the stimulus package and what is going on, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Do me a favor, also turn on notifications and hit that thumbs up. Why? It helps me and helps other people find this video among all the financial videos out there, keeps them away from the noise, helps them find our channel here on delivering the next wise step. All right, so what's going on with this stimulus bill? There's a lot packed in it. We're not going to hit all the details. I'll just tell you at a high level, there's emergency lending to businesses, which is a huge deal, and also a lot of backstop lending and other support for small businesses. That is a big deal, okay? This is a big stimulus, $2 trillion. It's bigger. I believe it's the biggest one we've ever done. And I don't know where we're going to get the money, okay? But I will tell you, if the purpose of the stimulus was to put in a big backstop to the economy to really help during this time, I think it's done that. I really think it achieved that goal. So emergency lending, a lot of help for the airline industry, a lot of help for even the medical industry as well. They need a lot of help right now. So lots in here for businesses. That's great. I want to focus on some of the details, though, that apply to individuals, as I'm assuming most of the people on this channel. You might work for a small business, you might own a small business, but let's talk about the individual benefit. The first one is not, in my opinion, the most important, but it's the one that gets the headlines, and that is, am I going to get a check from the government? So apparently those details are in the 900-page bill, and here's what we're seeing, okay? That every adult will receive $1,200. So a married couple should get $2,400 plus an additional $500 for each child that's under the age of 17. And that's supposed to be sent out here soon. Now, what are the stipulations? The big one is there's an income limit. For individuals, if you make $75,000 or below, you'll get that full amount. For a married couple, $150,000 or below. It doesn't actually tell us, I haven't seen what income number they're looking at. I would expect your adjusted gross income. $150,000 and below, you'll get the full amount. What if you make more than that? What if you had high capital gains or you sold something or whatever, and all of a sudden your tax year looked really big and you had more income than that? Well, they start phasing out that benefit that you're supposed to get, and apparently by the time you get to $99,000 as an individual or $198,000 as a couple, then it's completely phased out. So if you make less than $75,000 as an individual filer or $150,000 as a joint filer, then you're going to get the full stimulus amount. Again, $1,200 per adult, $500 per child under the age of 17. But if you make more than that amount, it gets phased out. You'll get a little less until $99,000 as an individual or $198,000 as a couple, and then it's gone. Then you won't get anything. For those of you in the middle class but above that number, you're not going to get anything from these direct payments. All right, now, what tax year are they referring to? Well, if you've already filed your 2019 tax return, they're going to look at your 2019 return. If you haven't filed yet, they're going to look at your 2018 return. Okay? Make sense? When will you get the money? They said they want to send it out as soon as possible, and they even said, by December. Well, that doesn't sound as soon as possible. The Federal Reserve Chairman came out this morning, apparently, and said they want to send the checks out within 3 weeks. That'd be great, okay? I don't know. It seems like whenever they do this stimulus, listen, the bill's going to be $2 trillion. Let's get that money at work, all right? So send it out there. And so it sounds like within 3 weeks. If you're going to get something, how will you get it? apparently you're going to get it in the same manner that you get any tax refund. Okay, so if you have if you get a tax refund and you have it set up for direct deposit, then they're going to send you a notice and then they're going to directly deposit that money right into your bank account. If you get your refunds via check, I'm told they'll send you a notice and then they'll send it by check. What if you don't get refunds? They will look to see if they have a checking account on file. If they do, they'll send it. If not, they're mailing a check. That's my understanding, guys. This again is very, very fresh. By the time you watch this, there might be more details out, but that's my understanding. So those are the direct payments. They're designed to help those individuals making less than 75 or couples making less than 150, help those more for folks that have young kids at home, younger than the age of 17. You might get phased out, you might get something. Those checks should be coming within a couple weeks and going the same way you have your direct deposit set up for federal refunds. So that's a big deal, okay? But the magnitude of this economic stoppage, I can't even really call it a slowdown. Things have just stopped for the most part in the economy. And so that, to me, I've always looked at this rumored stimulus and said, that's really not going to help a lot. Anything will help those who are hurting right now, but it's not going to go very far. Here's the thing, guys, that the second area that really helps folks, I don't, as a taxpayer, you could say this is going to be very expensive, but in trying to help the economy, this is enormous. And which is why I think we see Wall Street heading significantly higher today, even though unemployment claims were 3.3 million, okay? Inside this stimulus package, they made significant increases to unemployment benefits. Now, I was planning on tomorrow's video being about unemployment. So if you know someone who's facing unemployment, or you yourself are, make sure, again, you're subscribed to this channel. But every state, depending on where you're watching, every state's laws are a little bit different. Here in Indiana, okay, your unemployment benefits, if you're not working, or if in a lot of states you can file for unemployment even if you've got some side income. But let's just make it easy. If you're not working because you work in a restaurant, or you work at a place where all of a sudden they just made cuts, or you're in the dental industry like my wife is, and you're not working, something like that. You file for unemployment benefits. In Indiana, how that works is what you receive is 47% of what your normal pay is, but then it's capped at $390 per week. And every state's a little bit different. What this stimulus did is they're adding $600 per week to whatever you would otherwise have been eligible for unemployment. That is enormous. That is enormous. Here in Indiana, if the previous cap was $390 a week, now if you're on unemployment and you reach that cap, okay, that's $1,500 a month. I mean, that goes a long way. But if you've got a mortgage or you're paying rent, that probably covers your mortgage. Maybe not room for a lot else. But you add $600 a week to your unemployment, and that significantly changes the deal. So if you are unemployed, I don't know your financial situation. We are all, our choices dictate our reality, okay? I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't know exactly where you stand, but a $600 extra or increase to your unemployment is significant and will go a long way for those of you who are out of work. That's tremendous. The other thing that they did is unemployment is designed to last typically just 27 weeks, 26 weeks, something like that. They've already added an extra 13 weeks. Now, they did something like this during 2008. They basically doubled your unemployment timeline, and they've already taken it and added a half to it. So if it was 27 weeks, 26, 27 weeks, they've now added another 13 weeks to that. So significantly higher benefits. That extra $600 a week goes for the first 4 months, so that's not permanent. But whatever you were going to get, whatever your situation allows for, whatever your state is, get an extra $600 a week for the first 4 months, okay? And then if you're still not back fully employed, then you'll extend those benefits even 13 weeks beyond the normal unemployment. So to me, I think that's why Wall Street's cheering and not just selling on the news, because that is an enormous benefit. We didn't have an economic slowdown. The economic engine just stopped with the coronavirus within just a couple weeks, leaving many people unemployed, and this stimulus provides an enormous benefit for them. All right, we'll see if the markets stay green. Once again, make sure you've got a disciplined approach. Make sure you're doing overall comprehensive financial planning. Listen, if you're looking for clarity and confidence in your financial life, sit down with a financial planner. Make sure that they're certified and make sure that they're doing comprehensive financial planning, not just trying to sell you something. To reach one of the CFPs on our team, you can give us a call, 574-247-5898. That's 574-247-5898. You can always email us at info@korhorn.com. That's info@korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with a K. All right, I think you're ready. You're now ready to go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.